Hello there, I'm Prellis Hilton, and today's topic we'll be talking about technology and the end of privacy. Today we have a few A-list celebrities exclusive. Okay, our first guest today is the one and only Beyonce.
Hello.
So my first question for me to ask you is, how do you feel about social networks?
I don't really use social networks. It's mostly my PR. But I believe when other people use social networks, it's just some things you shouldn't give out to the world. Like, I don't like putting out pictures of my daughter, Blue Ivy, because it's just too much. You know what I mean? It's just too much sometimes.
Yeah.
So I don't like putting that much stuff out.
Okay, thank you. Social networks.
I love social networks. I mean, it's a way for me to actually talk to my fans rather than just seeing the pictures and just seeing what people have to say about me. It's actually me talking. It's not what the pictures are going to say. It's not what everyone else has to say about what I'm doing and make a cause for me. I make my own cause.
I love social networking because it's something for me to actually express myself or actually just show who I am, because with the show, it's really focused on my sisters and their lives, and a lot of the times I don't get to really show the things that I like or what I do or just me in general. So it's a way for me to just interact with people and just show who I am.
Alright, today my next guest is the one and only Miley Cyrus.
Hey,
My first question to you, Miley, is how has technology affected your life and privacy positively or negatively?
well, I guess for me, since I am in the media a lot more lately, it's not as negative as most people interpret it to be and as it's reflected on. It's a positive thing for me because more people see me. Maybe the ones that don't want to see me, they see me more than they should. But the ones who look up to me and like what I'm doing and see as what I'm doing as an act of what they want to commit to, well then it's a positive thing. So it could go both ways.
Thank you.
I think it depends how you take it, because like for my sisters and my family, really in general, we get a lot of hate. There's a lot of people that don't agree with us and don't like the way that we live our lives. But for everyone that does support us out there, it's great because we get to interact and just be who we are and share that with everyone. So I think it's kind of revolutionary. So yeah.
I want to say it's impacted my life in a positive way. I love taking pictures of my daughter, even though I don't post them all the time. I love making videos with Jay, and we make a lot of music videos and all that kind of stuff. So technology, to me, isn't just social networks and all my business being out there. It's also my music and everything it can do and help me. So yeah, I believe technology has affected my life.
My next guest is Robert Kardashian. So Robert, do you still feel like as if you have a private life?
Well, having a reality show is it's kind of hard to have a private life, you know. Like everything you do is being watched and taped. So, I mean, I try to have as much of a private life as I can, but for the most part, everything I do is pretty much out there and kind of exposed, judged. But I mean, I try.
Yes, I like to keep a lot of my life private. I don't like giving out too much information, so I don't, you know. I just keep it all to myself. But a lot of celebrities don't have a private life. Like, it's really hard to block all the paparazzi and everyone who follows me and my family, especially Blue Ivy, because I don't want her in too much of to the world. I don't want her exposed to all that, you know. I don't want her to be growing up without living. You know what I mean? So I try to keep the paparazzi away from me. So yes, I believe I have a private life, but I can't say that for all celebrities.
Well, I don't know if I necessarily need one. I mean, I'm pretty much an open book, and I let my fans see me, and I want them to know me. Yeah, there's a few things that you don't know, but for the most part, everybody does know everything. So I don't have a private life, but at the same time, I do.
Hello, Justin Bieber. So, without the technology we have today, do you think you would be the celebrity you are?
Nah, YouTube completely revolutionized this world, and it really gave me my break. Like without technology and in this world, I wouldn't have became who I am today. I wouldn't have all you guys rooting for me out there, all my believers.
And
Just
next guest
believers,
is
isn't it?
the one and only Kanye West. So Kanye, how is it different being in the spotlight of social media to change your life, and then not being in it?
I am the number one most impactful artist of our generation. I am Shakespeare in the flesh. Walt Disney, Nike, Google. Now who's gonna be the Medici family and stand up and let me create more? Or do you want to marginalize me till I'm out of my...
Please welcome platinum recording artist Rihanna.
Hi, guys.
So Rihanna, how has technology changed since you started in the music business?
Well, when I first started in the music business, technology, we used it, but it wasn't how we use it now. I have a lot more paparazzi and cameras, if that's what you mean by technology. But if you mean like music videos and all that, it's pretty much the same. I just feel like sometimes people that do paparazzi and that kind of stuff, they're too much into our lives. Like, they know too much, especially with my incident when I had my abusive relationship. Everyone knew about it so quick. Like, my picture leaked out and all this other stuff happened, and I lost my best friend because so much blew up out of it. Because me and Chris could have worked things out, we could have done something else, but too many people knew and too much got out too quick. So, Justin, do you believe that the paparazzi uses cameras and photography to get into your private life too often?
Yeah, the Paps, they be creating some Photoshop pictures and things that aren't true. They try to spread a belief of my life that isn't true, and they just try to exploit me for something that I know I'm not. And people can believe what they want. But
How did technology interfere with your and Chris's relationship at the time?
During the big problems in our relationship, technology exploded them and just made it so much bigger than what it was supposed to be. Like, when we had our little arguments, never really leaked out, but as soon as that one picture leaked, the entire relationship that was the downfall of the relationship, because we never really had that much social media in our relationship. We never really let it get there, and our families didn't talk about us, our friends didn't. It was just, as soon as that happened, I think that my side of everything, like my family, my friends, were so angry that they were the ones who probably leaked the photo to the social media and social networks. And once it got out to social media, it failed me. Like, technology really was the downfall of our relationship, because I didn't just lose my boyfriend, and I didn't just lose him as a friend and everything, but I lost the 1% I trusted with everything.
My next question is, how has technology innovated your music and performances?
Feel like even if I don't, so I just might not, because I don't want to. And I'm just going to freestyle for the first time with a